Hello and welcome to Psychiatric Painting with Perry. I've had this idea for a little while. I really just liked the name. I wanted to do a painting show and, well, came up with this concept where it would be like a psychiatry session where I would just complain the whole time and I would paint something. I want to paint something that's gonna get me in trouble. Might as well get started. I'm painting with acrylic paints. Hopefully these paints aren't too old. Got my painting shirt on. Oh man, that was purple. Oops. I'm colorblind. Oh, this one's all gross. I don't want spun gold anyway. I want cinnamon brown. Is that my only brown? I got burnt umber. Yeah, if you look at my face right now, I have some black eyes, and yeah. Get into the psychiatry part right away, I guess. I did that to myself. Not really proud of it. I had an anxiety attack. Didn't know what to do with myself. And I don't know. I feel like there's a void in my life, which is love. And something I've never really experienced. Like when I have dreams, I dream of holding someone's hand, and it's very terrible. I use dollar store paintbrushes, canvases. I believe I bought this canvas from Michael's. As you can see, it's pretty shabby paint, but hey. I decided I wanted to be an artist, but I didn't have much money, so I spent it all on canvases for my project 100 Cats on 100 frames. I'm also a hoarder by trade. Yeah. So I had an anxiety attack the other day, and it wasn't pretty. I don't know, I guess no one really enjoys having anxiety attacks. And like half the reason I don't know why I'm having it. And, well, I don't know, I was very public and I posted about it on Facebook. And I wanted to hurt myself. And I was depressed. I just want attention more than anything. I just want people to care about me like they should in the first place, I guess. But it doesn't work. No one cares. A few people do reach out and say, but it's just like following a script and a format at this point. I think I cried enough about it. I'm kind of watching The Office in the background. You can probably see it in the camera if you're wondering. I kind of have The Office on 24/7. Turned it down really low so you couldn't hear it on my little lavalier microphone. So just comforting to have it on in the background. I'm really embarrassed about my eyes. I can't believe I hit myself. I punched myself in the face so hard multiple times, give myself black eyes. Like, it doesn't seem something that I would do. But you mean, I don't know, I get frustrated in life, I guess, and get overwhelmed. I should get some bigger brushes for these bigger palettes, bigger paint, bigger canvases. Excuse me, that's supposed to be dirt. I think I got that covered. Every time I switch up a color, I switch up a paintbrush. So Since I get all my stuff from the dollar store, not a big deal. Like, there's specific brushes to do specific techniques, and I don't really use them, except for like the little miniature brushes for detail. I dressed up as Bob Ross for Halloween. I just wore my painting shirt like I'm wearing now. And, I probably shouldn't have done this layer so fast of grass. But anyway, they were teasing me about the size of my paintbrush, and I'm like, it gets the job done. It's not the size, it's the whatever, the use of it. Psychiatry, painting with Perry. My last name is Perry. My middle name is Morgan and Guy. 2 middle names. I don't have much black left. It goes fastest. I use it for detailing and stuff. Don't need much black for this because I'm just mixing some white in with it. I just got a new white one. Woo! Fresh paint. Yeah, so I'm really lonely. I don't do much with my life. That's why I'm doing this episode today, to fill the void with something. I don't feel like I'm a very good painter. I never took painting classes in high school, but I probably should have. But then again, I'd be painting like everybody else, instead of painting these shitty creations. Boop, 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 boo. Boop, 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 boo. That's what Andy Bernard does on The Office. Alright, what's next? Blue for the sky. I'm going to use tropical blue. Oh, I should leave a little space for the sun. Nice and bright sunny days. Nothing better in the world, you know. Lying in the sun with your radio. Dun, 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 sunny days. Yeah. Sunny, sunny, sunny days. Ain't nothing better in the world, you know. Lying in the sun with your radio. Sunny days. Oh, sunny, sunny, sunny days. Ain't nothing better in the world, you know. Lying in the sun with the radio. Some classic Canadian rock for you. That's, oh my god. Lighthouse. Yeah. I got like a couple wider brushes that I'm using for these main colors. Like this is a tiny brush. I should be painting something bigger, I think. Oops, frick. Some gray tones in there by accident. Mixing the paintbrush up, wasn't looking what I was doing. Does anybody else feel like loneliness is like the only way in their life? I feel like I'm almost burdened by loneliness. I tried dating a while ago. It didn't really turn out too well. I guess the girl wasn't right for me. She wasn't that interested in me as I was in her. I don't even feel like dating is an option for me. It's just like there's certain rules to play a game of dating and you got to abide by them. And if you don't, I don't know, then you just live alone. Hey kitty, hey, check this out. Oh. It's a little kitty. Her name is Bowery. My sister named her. It's an Indian name that means madness, I think. She has 2 names. Anyway, need some more of that tropical blue. So whenever, like, big shout out to Bob Ross, who did the Joy of Painting on PBS. I never knew like how he painted so well, but apparently he uses a different type of paints. He uses oil paints, and that's like the next tier up from like watercolors, I suppose. I don't know how it really works. So I paint with acrylics from the dollar store, and yeah, you could look like you paint children's paintings too. Anybody could do this. It's not like I found some big discovery. You could be an artist. You just gotta have some creative ideas, I guess. Is that all you really need? The will to do it? I haven't painted in a long time because I rarely have the will to do it. Half the reason I'm doing this now, just to fill the void, like I said before, but like, yeah, it's just something to do more than anything. Maybe I should make like a cloud. Or no, clear sky be fine. I hope this is all in frame. Boop boop boo doo 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 doo. Sunny days. Whoa. Sunny, shiny days. There's nothing better in the world, you know. Yeah, secret of painting is just like getting paint and then putting it on a canvas. But I guess you don't have to paint on a canvas. You could paint on furniture. You could paint on, yeah, anything. I don't need to give you examples. You know what you could paint on. Paint in the sun yellow. Paint in the sun yellow. Got a little bit of blue on my brush, but that's okay. We're not expecting anything specific today. I get it. It's kind of like, whoa, into the world of, whoa. Alright, I'm going to switch the paintbrush, even though I'm sticking with the same color, because that one got all blue. Starting to make a bit of a green there. Yeah, for some reason the sun is outlined in green. But that's just, it is what it is today. If you haven't noticed what I'm painting at, this is a grave. And this is like the downward view, looking up at the world. Do, 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 do. Ew. Paint farted. And yeah, it's supposed to be my grave. So one of the reasons, okay, a little bit of a backstory here. I was working at CKPG, the television station for Prince George. I was working for them for 4 years, and I ended up getting fired for gross misconduct. And then I was also on EI at the time. I was on a medical EI, and it kind of switched over to regular EI after a certain amount of time, and I went back to work part-time. And I guess they just didn't like me too much there. They didn't like that I kept going through these periods of mental anguish, I guess. And yeah, I got fired. And one of the reasons that they listed was this drawing that I did. I didn't do it, actually. It was a drawing my friend did. It was almost like a fan piece of art. And it was me sitting in Master Control. I was wearing a shirt that said Master Controller Bader. And there was a guy that they had, it was a zombie. And he said, "I am Jim P." And I guess CKPG has a really big problem with my cousin Jim Perry. So they fired me over it. And I'm like, I'm too scared to tell my cousin Jim P that I got fired because of his image, but I mean, so now I'm just gonna paint my cousin mourning my death. Do 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 do. Tutti fruity. That doesn't look like a human skin tone. Bright orange. I could paint him like a cat, like the rest of my paintings. I don't know. Maybe I'll go with Tutti Frutti, and then I'll mix it together. Ugh. I get these little paint stirrers from Michael's. I just get one filled up, and then I just toss it aside. Oh, but the cat's gonna run in it now. The joys of owning a pet. She made a huge mess from that at one point. Isn't that right? I don't know why I'm starting with the face. It just seems like it'd be the hardest thing to do. But who knows what my good cousin Jim Perry looks like. He'd probably be... Alright. There's his face. I'm gonna make him wear a suit. A roop-a-doop. A suit. I think I'm gonna make it black and white. I probably shouldn't be using so much black. Alright. I'll just see how this goes. Alright. So this is his suit. He's got big shoulders. And there we go. Too much black is melting with the blue. Oh, maybe I'll have like a gray suit with a little bit of a bluish tinge to it. I'm gonna have to do some shading. Man, I'd like a really big sense of deja vu right now. I don't know why. I'm gonna use some of this brown from earlier. He's gonna have some brown shoes. Boop boop doo 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 doo. Boop doo. Alright, what's next? Some more skin tone, because look, it's gonna be his little wiener. He's got his hands there. Whoop. Maybe I'll draw some balls too. Boop, boop. All right, let's get some white on in here. I used to do everything color by color, but I had to stop doing that. Or like layer by layer, I'd let it dry. But that wouldn't really work for the format of this show. So yeah, here's my cousin Jimmy Perry, James Perry, Jimothy Perry. His wiener needs more work. Guess I could paint some of his hair. Go back to some of this brown. I guess maybe a tie might help. Oh, look, I was using purple earlier. Don't waste not, want not. There we go. It's got like a purple tie on now. I guess it would make sense if his shirt was a different color too. Ugh. I suck at painting. It's got like a white collar shirt on. We kind of make these lines a little more defined. His face is so wet. What time is it? I still got a couple minutes left. Let's I don't know, let's just add some more details. There's a lot of dead space up here. So let's go back to some white. Go to a big brush. Just some clouds. It was a nice day at my funeral. Woo! Ah! Canvas moved. It's all good. It's not like I'm doing anything special with the video today. One camera, no two angles on this. That way I don't have to do as much editing. You know, it's classic in these classic sky pictures. There's just the little birds. Just a little bird. Whoop. Yeah. This will be like... Just like a couple in formation here. Yeah. All right. This isn't done yet. I'm just going to fix up this 8 a little bit here. Should have made it a 9 or something. Preliminating the future. There, you don't even know what it is. Was it 2010? Was it 2019? It was definitely 2010 something. Well, anyway, it's time for an intermission. Brought to you by Perry. Oh, sorry, that's the last word. Psychiatric Painting with Perry. Thank you for sticking through the intermission. This is Painting with Perry. I'm going to be doing some detail work, I guess. I wanted to let some of the paint dry, but it never really happened. I don't really like this guy's Jim Perry's suit too much. So I'm just going to put a couple of stripes of white in there. Some white stripes. In his pants. Alright, well, I still got some white. I'm going to paint some eyes. There's so much pink. And I put my hand on the board and I felt some moisture, but it didn't make any. Yeah, eyeballs. I wonder what color his eyes are. Looks like they're going to be blue. Yeah. Like the smallest detail brush I have here. Get some brown, make some little hairs. Alright, the piece de la resistance. Oh, we're gonna need some more yellow. Yeah, it's my cousin Jim Perry pissing on my grave. Dick out and everything. Should be some big old smile. And some pupils for his eyes. Apparently he's tripping on ecstasy. Well, there you have it. It's my pal Jim P. Cousin Jim Perry pissing in my grave.